Run Africa is honored to partner with the family and loved ones of Dr. Andrew David Musila in support of an official memorial fundraiser established in his memory. This fundraiser will assist to honor Dr. Musila's personal wish to support education, feeding programs and community service initiatives in Shikunga Village, Kakamega County in Kenya. The fundraising goal is to raise $50,000, where the funds aim to support a water tank project providing reliable water access to clean water for families and improving overall community well-being. A posho meal initiative where it will support local food processing and economic empowerment for sustainable community development. Education supplies, where it will provide learners with materials and essential supplies to support students and enrich their education. And community service and development initiatives by supporting other priority needs that promote growth, unity and long-term impact in Shikunga Village. Dr. Andrew David Musila, aged 63, of Williamsport, passed away on Saturday, April 25th, 2026 at Edenbrook South. He was born on February 24th, 1963 in Kakamega, Kenya. He was the son of the late Silas and Christina Kuya Musila. Back at home, many remember his good deeds and vision, where he dreamt of ensuring many get an opportunity to get to school, an opportunity that many lack here.
We grew up together as people who loved education. We called ourselves the elites of Shikunga. And while he went to the US, I remained in Kenya. He went to the US and continued to have a close touch with the community at home, more so in education matters. Professor Musila grew up knowing that as he goes out of this world, he must leave a legacy. He had a dream which he continued to build by sponsoring upcoming students in different secondary schools and universities in Kenya. My son included Franklin Dimisi. He assisted him up to a very high level now. He's doing his master's in IT. Professor Musila continued to sponsor other students from Shitecha Primary School under an organization called Shitecha Stakeholders Association, which comprises of the alumni of the school. At every end of the year, when the grade 8 students graduate out of school, he has always solicited for money in contact with other alumni to ensure that these students join other institutions, proceed to secondary schools, and even follow up when they finish Form 4, that they actually go to universities. Professor Musila did not only do that. He came to the community to ensure that all those who had not performed so well are accepted in the TVET institutions in Kenya, like Kalakala Polytechnic, Mushangala Polytechnic. It's unfortunate that his life has been cut short when he continued to do that. It was his dream to establish a foundation that will continue sponsoring these students thereafter and being self-sustaining.
Dr. Musila, I remember on 9th March, we had a very serious conversation with him on how he's planning to come to Kenya this May, because we have some projects which he was undergoing, and those projects, most of them are stuck. As I was having several conversations with him, this May he wanted to have a memorial service for all his brothers and mom who had passed years back. But unfortunately, now the month which he had planned to come to Kenya to proceed with his project that he was undergoing here is coming in a casket. So we are very certain with the death of our beloved uncle, Dr. Andrew Musila. It is so hard. It is so hard to accept losing a professor, a pillar in this family, who made sure each and everyone in the family has food on the table. If you can look here, we have maize plantation here. Uncle David, he also liked farming. He made sure all the land that are here are plowed on time, planted, and those yields we harvested here, we put them in a store here in the house. Anyone in the community who is very poor will come here, and we normally help them, at least to have food also on their table. He liked education so much, whereby he even paid school fees to the vulnerable children and pupils that are in school now. As I talk now, we have been receiving so many condolences and people crying, the parents, that now how will these kids get school fees? But through God, we just tell them everything will be okay.
Through faith, courage, and determination, Andrew pursued his dream of higher education when he left his village in Western Kenya and journeyed to the United States in search of opportunity and purpose. He often acknowledged that many people who helped make that journey possible, especially Sister Mary Ahwale, his teacher, and his cousin engineer Morrison Litondo John. Dr. Musila earned his undergraduate degree from Slippery Rock University, his master's degree from Indiana University of Pennsylvania, and later his PhD in International Relations from Howard University in 2004. A deeply intellectual and passionate educator, Dr. Musila devoted much of his life to teaching, mentoring, scholarship, and global engagement. He inspired students across multiple levels of education, serving as a teaching assistant, lecturer, faculty mentor, seminar speaker, and translator of academic materials.
Run Africa gone in the same direction to establish that foundation. Maybe if that could be done through that organization, which is legally recognized in the country and in America even, so that we try to help out these students. I know away from that, he had even wanted to establish a portion meal to assist the community in feeding children from the poor families around him, which he has actually uplifted. We want to say that he has actually put a difference. He had also to establish a water project, to drill water and put up the tanks, which he was trying to do in the home and at the nearby primary school, so that it could assist the students get fresh water and maybe better their health. Because water from Musila's home, to get fresh water or clean water, is a distance of almost half a kilometer.
And also, what I can say now, I want to thank all the American people for the kind support that are making sure the remains of Dr. Musila comes back here in Kenya. And I'd like to appreciate all the university fraternity that my uncle used to school there. We are very grateful for the kind support they gave him.
For more than 20 years, Dr. Musila served as a professor of political science at Commonwealth University, formerly Lock Haven University. From 2007 to 2016, he directed the university's respected High School Model United Nations program, helping guide and inspire hundreds of students through academic leadership and international dialogue. Beyond academia, Andrew was known for his warmth, humor, storytelling, unmistakable voice, impeccable sense of style, and deep love for family and community.
Professor David Musila was an advocate of children's rights. He loved to see every child's rights being observed. At one incident, early in the morning, he saw a student being caned, and he cried loudly, shouting at the teacher. That's a funny incident we had. He was a humble, he liked storytelling, he liked consultations, he liked research and writing. He really liked writing poems, especially in politics. No wonder he went for his PhD degree in political science.
He cherished family road trips, celebrations at home, music played on his harmonica, stories from his childhood in Kenya, and moments spent with his daughters Koki Ann and Kuya Every Musila. He is survived by his beloved wife Tasha T. Boston, daughters Koki Ann and Kuya Every Musila, brothers Dixon Musila and Dr. Benson Musila, sisters Rose Shiboko and Maria Hwale, his cherished nephew Silas Musila, and many extended family members, cousins, nieces, nephews, colleagues, students and friends whose lives were profoundly impacted by his presence. In fulfillment of Dr. Musila's wishes, this fundraiser is dedicated to continuing his commitment to education, feeding programs and community service initiatives in Shikunga Village, Kakamega, Kenya. Dr. Musila believed deeply in the transformative power of education, opportunity and collective support. His own life journey reflected the impact that encouragement, sacrifice and community investment can have on future generations. Through this initiative, his legacy will continue to uplift children, families and communities in the village where his journey began.